Michelle, and I'm here to demonstrate the immersion dyeing method for yarn or other fibers with Kool-Aid. So why Kool-Aid? Well, Kool-Aid is cheap, it's easy to find, and that's all you need. Kool-Aid, water, your yarn, or your fiber. So you don't need any vinegar or anything with the Jacker dyes or anything like that, and it's only like 30 cents in your grocery store. So we're going to dye merino wool today, and Kool-Aid can only be used with animal fibers. So your wools, your silk, your alpaca, llama, things like that. Your cotton and your bamboos are dyed with something else. So we'll talk about that at some later date. So we're going to dye with the mango flavored. Make sure it is unsweetened. And this is all you need. So we're going to open up the package. Pour it in. Just pour in the whole package. Stir it. And make sure that you only use the tools that you dye with for dyeing and not with food, because that way you won't contaminate your food, especially if you want to venture out and get Jacker dyes and stuff like that. Alright, and then we're going to turn on the burner now. And we'll just do it to the medium heat for now. And then we're going to wait about 20 minutes, and what's going to happen is you're going to watch your pot, make sure it doesn't boil, and then your yarn should soak up all of the dye, and the dye should be clear. So we're going to come back in about 20 minutes or so and see how it's going, and then we'll go from there. Our 20 minutes are up, and I've turned the burner off. As you can see, the dye has been absorbed by the fiber, and our water is clear of any dye stuffs. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for our pot to cool off, because you got to let it cool all the way, because the dye is still setting while the pot is cooling. So make sure you wait until it's completely cool, and then after that is done, we are going to rinse it out, and then we are going to spin it in the washing machine to get all the excess water out. Our pot has completely cooled, so what I have done now is that I dumped out the old water and put in some new water to rinse it out, to make sure that all of our dye has been rinsed out of the fiber, so that way it's color fast. So as you can see, there's still no more dye stuffs into the water, so the water is completely clear. What we're going to do now is we're going to dump the water. And because it's Kool-Aid, it's safe to do it in the kitchen sink. If you have a utility sink, that would be best to rinse it out. That would be great. And what you want to do now is we're going to use the washing machine to spin out the excess water. So I'm going to go do that over there, and then we'll get back to you when that's done. Welcome back. I've taken this out of the washing machine. It was on the spin cycle, and make sure you only do it on the spin cycle, because if you have any water running, it could felt your yarn. So I've taken it out, and it's not quite dry, so you'll have to hang it up, but a lot of the water that we had is out of it, so that'll speed up the drying process. So, but what you have here after it is completely dry is a color fast skein dyed with Kool-Aid. Beautiful orange, and if you don't like the color, you can re-dye it with something else, or you can dye it a deeper orange or things like that. So you can just experiment and do whatever you want. You can just keep dyeing it over and over if you don't like it, and if you do, it's time to knit after it's dry.